What's up, guys? It's your boy Zion, and I'm bringing you another Destiny video. I haven't covered this yet. I'm a little late, but better late than never. So this is going to be my Calcified Fragments guide. The Calcified Fragments are important for getting your Touch of Malice, which I'm actually using here in the video. So it's something really awesome. You need 45 Calcified Fragments to get the Touch of Malice, and I believe there's about 47 you can get currently. Out of those 47, you can only get 45, I believe. I might be a little off with my numbers, like 1 or 2 off, but I know for the most part there are 2 that you cannot unlock, either 2 or 3, and you do need 45 with the Touch of Malice. So this first one, I'm going to be going in order as they show up in the Grimoire and kind of do a path you can do and run and get everything basically in one giant loop. So this first one's in the mausoleum. You turn right after you enter the door, and it's right here on the side of the wall after you jump across the platforms, and then you basically just have to run back. So once you go ahead and you cross this chasm, we can get to a calcified fragment number 2. Now, mind you, this loop is something that is going to take a little bit of time. I went ahead, I sped it up a lot. So running this loop will probably take close to an hour. So the second fragment is, as you leave the first fragment, make a right and go through this door. Once you get through the door, bank a left, and it's behind this canister cryotube looking Johnsky right there on the corner. Go ahead and grab it, and then we can move on to the third, which the third is you exit this door, bank a quick right, go to the next door, make another right, go left, and it is right on top of the chest on this little crevice. You can grab that, and then we're going to go back to the entrance of the cave and go on to the number 4 fragment. So what you want to do is run across to the Cabal ship almost. There's a beam here, and it has a fragment right on the bottom. Now from this, you want to go ahead and run back towards the starting area, towards the hull breach. And as you are running back, keep an eye on the right side of your screen. It's in one of the grates. I do stop at the wrong grate and then run over to the right one where you can see a little bit of a flame coming out. So that is going to be the, I believe, 5th calcified fragment. I'm already starting to lose count because super fucking professional. Yeah! So once you get back to the starting area, bank the first left, go through the hole in the wall, run through, make your first left at the pillar. Continue straight past the chest, and then you can grab the fragment. It is in the next room against the far pillar. So once you go ahead and grab this fragment, which is really well hidden because, God, if you don't get lost in those tunnels, good luck. So once you get out, you want to run back to where you spawn in when you first patrol the Dreadnaught, all the way at the tippy top of the hill, and you're going to fall off the cliff to the side. Fall down through all the pipes, all the way the lowest you can go, and turn around and run through the door. You're going to bank a left, and there is a bright-ass green light, and next to that is another fragment. Pick that up, and we'll move on to the next one. You're going to run back up to the spawn and jump from platform to platform like you do in one of the starting missions. I don't believe it's Regicide. It's one of the other ones. But you have to climb this tower before. So you might have already gotten it. If you haven't, go ahead and climb up the top here. It is right off the side. Grab it, and then we'll move along. So you want to go to the Hall of Souls, and from the Hall of Souls, you want to run to the Court of Oryx. That's going to be the reference point for the next couple fragments, and it's a really good reference point because you can kind of get your bearings a little bit from it. So if you jump straight off the Court of Oryx, fuck up a couple people's days real quick, and then you jump up to this platform, bank a left over to another platform, go through the door, make a right through the hole in the wall, run straight through the first room, do not bother with the chest that you need a key for, and bank a left. It's against a little half pillar in the little cave system. So once you get out of the caves, run back to the Court of Oryx, and from the Court of Oryx, you're going to jump off the right side if you're coming from the actual inside of the court, the left if you are following my path. So go ahead and run past this platform right up to the edge where there's looks like there's nothing. Pull out your ghost, and a couple platforms will spawn. Go ahead and jump from platform to platform and climb up. I believe I cover this. This might actually be the chest of Yule that you run past, and then you grab your fragment. I can't remember if it's the chest of Yule or the chest of Spawn. Either way, you grab your next fragment and run back through this opening area, past the quarter Oryx, run through the following door, and continue moving. You'll see a bunch of pillars you have to climb. I climbed the wrong set on the first try. Turn around and you can see it. So basically climb up this first set that looks like a set of stairs, jump across to the pillar that actually has a fragment, and pick it up. Then you want to go ahead and go back to the Court of Oryx, because we actually passed another fragment while we were grabbing the one before the last one. So if you go ahead and jump onto this little platform, it's hanging off of the side here. Just go ahead, jump once, and pick it up. Rip to the people I was doing the public event with, because I got rewards for not helping. Next, you want to jump off the left side of the Court of Oryx and climb across to this hole in the wall that you actually go through in one of the first missions of the Taken King. Once you get through the hole, you're going to run down the hallway, make a left, and then you're going to make a quick left and climb onto the rubble where the next fragment is and grab it. From there, you want to turn around, do a complete 180, run to the grate, make a right through the hole in the wall, and go ahead and dig around in all the piles of dirt. No, not really, guys. But you do want to go ahead and climb onto these broken pillars and get your next fragment. From there, you're going to go back to where you were, back out to this opening area where you basically have to navigate a bunch of hidden platforms to get across and get out of the Dreadnaught. It's kind of the opposite of where you got in on the very first mission. From here, you want to bank a left and run all the way to the end of the platform. Once you get to the end, there is a tiny little area where you spawned in the first mission, and I'm going to reference that mission a lot because it's the only place where you ever come out here and really ever have to. So from here, jump onto the little dirt pile. Try to stay on top of it because it's a pain in the ass if you fall and suck at platforming like I do. Grab yourself your next fragment and then climb back up onto stable ground. From there, you want to run all the way, and I do mean all the way, to the opposite end of the Dreadnaught from this outside area. You want to wait until you see a door on your right all the way at the end where you can't continue any further. Make a right, and at the end of the hallway, make a left. It's right behind that last pillar on your left. From here, you want to run all the way back to where you have to navigate the hidden platforms. Go ahead and cross the chasm. If you ever want to see someone fail really hard and facepalm, enjoy this part where I can't seem to cross a simple chasm that has one path across it. But once you go ahead and you get across, you want to bank a right and continue past the door. There's more platforms, jump across, make a left into the hallway, and on your left, or actually on your right, there's going to be a fragment in the dark. From here, you want to run back to the chasm, make a right, jump across the hidden platform, and you're going to continue on past the door. Once you go ahead and pass the door, run to the end of the platform, and from there pull out your ghost. You'll have more of Eris's hidden platforms pop up, and you have to go ahead and basically do a jump puzzle up to a hidden room up on the far wall. From here, you're going to make a left, or you can do like me and do a super right, in which you run all the way around the room looking for the actual fragment. If you make a left, it's at the first canister on your left. If you do like me, run all the way around, you can't miss it. Now, run back to the mausoleum. From the mausoleum, you're going to go towards the Dark Blade Strike, towards the fonts. There's going to be a fragment right at the far gate. You cannot miss it. I almost did. From there, you're going to run down the hallway, make a right, and jump onto this broken pillar, onto one of the hanging chandeliers, and across onto a little dirt mound, or onto the little steeple of the church looking thing. From there, you'll go ahead and grab your next fragment. Finally, you'll run from here further into the fonts and drop down to where all the enemies are and where you actually have to begin the Dark Blade Strike. You're going to make your right, go all the way around as if you're doing the strike itself, and jump up onto a broken statue. The broken statue will have the last fragment on it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like, a comment, a favorites, and subscribe. This is the first 23 fragments. I will make a video on the rest of them. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace. See you guys.